Most of us will be ready to feel that chilly air that is coming this weekend. David Bates has brought along some of the right choices to help you make this weekend, maybe if you're going to get out into the yard, to bring a little bit of a fall color to the yard. It's always good to have you with us.
Glad to be here, Lelan.
All right, so some folks are itching to make that change from the summer colors that they've had to the fall colors. And most of us think pansies, they think mums, but you're here to say think maybe outside of that box a bit.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with those. Those are great choices. However, there may be some things that you haven't considered using, such as calibrachoa, which looks like a miniature petunia.
Yeah.
That's essentially what that is, or petunias, verbena. Those are all things that people typically think of as summer annuals. The reality of it is that with our weather somewhat changing, we're having more warm weather. These things will do well deep into the fall season, if not almost all the way to Christmas.
Wow, super.
And they're the color range that people associate with fall. You know, you don't think of the bright, vivid colors. You think of these soft pastels, the oranges and the peach and the yellow colors.
Now, in the summertime, we have to think a lot about shade and sun. Do you have to do that with things like this?
Well, these are all typically sun type arrangements, and these autumn expressions that the great folks at HGTV Home Plant Collections have put together most of these are all sun collections that'll do great, and they'll do it with a minimum amount of care. That's the beautiful thing about having pre-planted and pre-grown containers for you. If you want to move those over into your own container, you really don't have to do anything but slide it out of the pot and put it right back in there.
All right.
There's been a lot of things this summer that obviously have suffered. As you well know, there's been a lot of rain.
Yes.
And with all the fungal problems that have occurred on many things, this gives everyone a great opportunity to get out there and get some fresh color.
All right, let's talk about what you've got down in front for us.
All right, now we've got some more of these autumn expressions planters, and we've got things like the verbena in there. We've got petunias in there along with the calibrachoa. There's also other things such as snapdragons and a variety of other fall
I really like that color, that color combination there. Look, they just kind of pop. Would be nice at something near the front of the house that would pop from the roadside.
Absolutely, and you know, I think a lot of the smaller flowers really are easier for your eye to take up when you're in close range. So as you move closer to the doorway, you really get to appreciate the intricate patterns that are in the colors. So
okay.
they look good from afar. They also look up very good up
Got
close.
some other options here. Tell me about this, and then also it's a good time for fall veggies.
Absolutely. Now, this is one of my favorite little ornamental plants, and it's appropriately named. This is a millet called jester, and it does look like a court jester. So I think it's a very appropriately named, and that's a nice ornamental plant. Now, getting over into the season this time of year, a lot of people don't associate fall time with vegetable gardening.
Right.
But with all the movement of square foot gardening, there's a lot of interest in cool season vegetables in particular. Cabbage, cauliflower, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, kale.
Yeah, you can't beat fall greens that have had a little taste, a kiss of frost.
Absolutely, and it really makes them right. And the weather gets progressively better because it gets cooler and cooler as opposed to getting hotter as it does at the beginning of the season. So it's ready-made weather for these kinds of plants.
All right. As always, fantastic information. Thank you for being with us today. David's Garden Center is on Whites Creek Pike in Nashville. We will link you to BatesNursery.com for more information.